when I was a younger man, there was like a strong feminist movement in politics and society where it was very clear, like, how do we get women more into positions of power? And we need more women in decision-making structures and everywhere, basically. And somewhere the undertone was also, we need more feminine energy because we're in a world that's too much based on masculine energies. And somehow that made sense to me because we feel that. But at the same time, something did not make a lot of sense to me because I would say, how I would phrase it today is like, yeah, we definitely need more feminine energy, but what kind? And do we really need less masculine energy?
Yeah.
But what kind? And maybe we need more masculine and more feminine energies in mature expressions rather than finding out. So now we had too much of this and we just want to go over to the other thing, which in principle would not change anything really. It would change the form, but not the dynamic. So to see what expressions are actually more life affirming, more inclusive, more clean, more essential, and which I would then call mature. And we all know when we feel maturity in a person, and we feel a lot of, when we all know when we feel a lot of immaturity in a person. We don't have to be deep psychologists. We kind of like have an intuitive sense, maybe not to a point, and we would not always fully agree, but mostly we feel if a person comes from more freedom inside, more clarity inside, more capacity to discern and to support life in different forms, rather than just coming from more immature drives that takes itself always very much at the center of everything. And there's a masculine and a feminine version of that. The masculine often is more obvious, but we already talked about people pleasing, which is also taking oneself very much at the center of everything, which is sometimes a feminine version. So we become more maybe informed about the more not so obvious forms of these kind of things. So
nice.
That's the kind of basic framing I would give to this, why even have this conversation, and not to have it on, do we need more masculine or more feminine qualities, but what kind of